Hello, my friend. Today I want to talk with you about something that may change your life. Yes, I really mean it. Because in this video we will talk about English, not as a subject in school, not as a test, not as grammar or long word lists, but English as a key that can open many doors in your life. Maybe you've heard people say English is important. But have you ever really asked yourself, why is it important? What can it actually do for you? Will it really help your future? Will it help you travel, find a better job, make new friends, or grow as a person? In this video, I want to show you how English is more than just a language. It's a tool, a skill, and a bridge that connects you to the world. And by the end of this video, I promise, you will not only understand why English matters, but also feel excited and motivated to keep learning, one step at a time. So stay with me. Let's begin this journey together, and let's discover the real power of English in today's life. Part 1. English is the global language. Let's start with the most obvious reason. English is the global language. It is spoken by more than 1.5 billion people around the world. That's almost 1 in every 5 people on Earth. But what's more interesting is this. English is not just spoken in countries like the United States, the UK, or Australia. It is also used in countries where it is not the native language. In fact, most people who speak English today are not native speakers. They are people just like you, people who learned English as a second language. Why do so many people learn English? The answer is simple. Because it connects us. If you speak English, you can communicate with people from all over the world, even if they don't speak your native language. Imagine being in Japan, Germany, Brazil, or Egypt. Even if you don't know the local language, there's a good chance someone there will speak English. It becomes the bridge between you and the world. English is the language of international meetings, global news, business, science, and even space. It's the language used at airports, in hotel signs, tourist information, and international announcements. When people from different countries come together, at events, conferences, or online, they often choose English to understand each other. So when you learn English, you are not just learning how to speak with people from English-speaking countries. You are learning how to speak with the world. You are becoming part of a global conversation. And in today's world, that is more important than ever. Part 2. English helps you find better jobs. Now let's talk about something very real. Your future. Your job. Your career. In today's world, more and more companies are looking for people who can speak English. Not just companies in English-speaking countries, but also companies in your own country. Why? Because businesses today are global. They work with partners, clients, and teams from different parts of the world. And the one language they all use to connect is English. If you can speak English, you have more choices. You can apply for better jobs. You can work for international companies. You can join online teams or do remote jobs from home. You can be a translator, a customer support agent, a content writer, a freelancer, and much more. English gives you freedom. It gives you options. Even if you don't use English every day at work, just having it on your CV makes a big difference. It shows that you have global skills. It shows that you are open-minded, flexible, and ready to grow. And in many cases, people who speak English also get higher salaries because they bring more value to the company. Let me give you an example. Imagine there are two people with the same education, the same experience, but one speaks English and the other doesn't. Who do you think will get the job? Who will have more chances for promotion? The answer is simple: the one who can speak English. You don't have to speak perfectly. You just need to speak clearly enough to communicate. You don't need big grammar words. You just need to understand and express yourself. That alone can already open doors. So if you're learning English right now, remember this: you're not just learning a language, you're building your future. You're creating new chances for yourself. And maybe, just maybe, this one skill, English, can completely change your career path. Part 3. English opens the door to education. Let's move on to another big reason why English is so important today: education. English is the language of knowledge. When you know English, you have access to a huge world of learning, a world that is often closed to people who don't speak it. Think about this. Most of the world's books, research papers, online courses, and educational websites are written in English. The biggest platforms like Coursera, edX, Udemy, and even YouTube, they all have thousands of learning materials in English. Whether you want to learn about business, science, health, computers, or art, English gives you more choices. Many of the top universities in the world use English as the main language, even if they are not in English-speaking countries. So, if you dream of studying abroad or getting an international degree, English is the key. Even if you stay in your home country, English helps you learn from the best teachers, the most advanced programs, and the latest information. Let's be honest. In today's world, information changes fast. New things are discovered every day, and much of this knowledge is first published in English. If you wait for it to be translated, you might be months or even years behind. But if you know English, you can learn directly from the source. You don't need to wait. You can grow faster. Even for young students or people preparing for exams like TOEFL, IELTS, or international scholarships, English is not just helpful, it's necessary. The more confident you are with English, the easier it becomes to pass those tests, win those opportunities, and step into the future you want. So when you study English, you're not just learning how to speak. You're unlocking the doors of education. You're giving yourself the chance to grow your mind, your skills, and your future in ways that many others cannot. Part 4. English connects you to the internet and the world. Now let's talk about something we all use every day: the internet. We watch videos, scroll through social media, read news, search for answers, and learn new things online. But here's something you may not realize. A big part of the internet is in English. In fact, English is the most used language online, more than any other language in the world. When you understand English, the internet becomes bigger for you. Suddenly, you can read more articles, follow more creators, understand more videos, and learn from more people. You don't have to wait for subtitles. You don't have to rely on translations. You can go straight to the original content, and that's powerful. Think about platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or even Google. The best tips, tutorials, life advice, and educational content often come in English. If you know English, you can learn anything from how to cook to how to fix your computer to how to start a business. The internet becomes your personal teacher, open 24/7, no limits. And it's not just about learning, it's also about connection. With English, you can comment, message, and interact with people from around the world. You can join international communities, share your opinions, and be part of global conversations. You can follow people who inspire you, and maybe one day you can inspire others too in English. English also lets you enjoy global culture, movies, music, books, games. So many of them are in English. If you love Hollywood films, popular songs, or famous books, English helps you enjoy them in the original version. You understand the jokes, the meaning, the feeling, and that makes the experience so much richer. So yes, learning English is not just about school or work. It's about being part of the world. It's about connection. It's about expression. It's about freedom, the freedom to explore, learn, and grow without limits. And that freedom is waiting for you in English. Part 5. English helps you grow and change your life. Let's finish with something very personal, something about you. You see, learning English is not just about getting a good job, passing an exam, or watching movies without subtitles. Yes, all of that is great, but the most powerful thing English can give you is growth. When you learn a new language, you are not only learning new words, you are learning new ways to think. You begin to see the world through different eyes. You start to understand people from other cultures. You hear new ideas, new values, new ways of life. And little by little, you change. Your mind becomes more open. Your confidence grows. You become more curious, more creative, more brave. You start to dream bigger. Maybe before, you were afraid to travel, but now you want to explore. Maybe before you didn't believe in yourself, but now you think, I can do this. Maybe before your world felt small, but now it feels full of possibilities. And it all starts with English. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to know every grammar rule. You don't need to speak fast. You just need to start, step by step, word by word, day by day. Every time you speak, every time you learn a new word, every time you try, you are becoming stronger. English is not just a subject, it's a life skill. It's a tool you can use to grow your mind, your heart, your world. And no matter where you are right now, no matter your age, your background, your level, it is never too late to learn, never too late to begin, never too late to change. So keep going, keep learning, keep believing in yourself. Because English is not just a language, it is a bridge to your future. And you, yes you, have the power to cross that bridge. If you found this video helpful and meaningful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next videos. Thank you, and see you in the next one.